doing?
It's a stram.
It's a strimulation. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Mild violence and cartoon lyrics or whatever it says.
Something. Yeah,
oh, this is what that song is from. It became a meme from this.
You didn't?
No.
You did not know Live and Learn? Hanging on the edge of tomorrow? Live and learn on the words of yesterday. Live and learn.
File
if
select.
you beg or if you borrow, live and learn, you may never find your way. I've been wanting to,
Something borrowed, something blue.
Stream. Oh, I like it. Do a couple of tweets.
We're doing some hit us up on the social. Hit us up on the social.
I'm gonna tell this guy I don't have a YouTube account, and then immediately.
Oh, we got a YouTube account.
I'm streaming Sonic Adventure 2 from my YouTube account on YouTube.
Featuring a theme song by world famous composer sitting right here.
Sitting right here.
I don't get out of bed for less than $5,000.
Yeah, first of all, the
Story select.
the Sonic Frontiers hype is real. Second of all, I just felt like playing this game and I figured might as well stream it.
Sonic Frontiers is mere weeks away.
Mere a whole 30 days away. That's less than 4 weeks. It's scary. So,
You're gonna stream that all.
we are. A lot. It's never gonna end. So when you come into the fucking story select screen, you're automatically highlighted on Hero, which means they want you to play Hero first. Even though the succulent and invigorating promise of playing 3 completely brand new characters who have never been playable in a Sonic game before is tantalizing right before your eyes. I mean, it's really hard to put it into context now, 20 years removed, but like 2/3 of that screen are strangers who have never been seen before, and one of them is the main villain of the series who has obviously never been playable before. So like, when this game came out, the selling point was you get to play as the bad guy, save the world or conquer it. Be the evil dude.
And is there a difference?
Imagine a Mario game that came out where it's like, choose to play as Mario or as Bowser. Save the Mushroom Kingdom or conquer it. That was the marketing for this game when it originally came out on the Xbox Dreamcast.
Mario Kart Select screen, but for
And Donkey Kong, what's he do?
I was gonna say, be Donkey Kong.
So you're obviously intended to play Heroes first. Above the capital city, quote unquote.
Capital City.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en
Fox
route.
2, Fox
Everything's
2.
a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog board. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo's secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy that.
Target's
Over.
gone. He's taking out everyone aboard.
What's wrong? Come in. Over.
Shot him.
There's gonna be a lot of air pressure.
What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog.
Ooh, Google Maps. Oh, I get it.
Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better.
He says as he gets on a
skateboard. Rushes through the very quick Japanese dialogue. Translated into 3 sentences.
yeah, side smile. He like stops himself from falling out of the helicopter so that he can get on like a skateboard, a snowboard,
A snowboard adjacent.
and then
thing.
just fall. Like the snowboard's not gonna do anything.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Rolling around as he speeds. Got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around. Have to keep moving on. With what lies ahead. I really hope the stream is synced up properly.
Definitely.
So they made this opening level because Sonic Team was living in San Francisco at the time, and they fucking hated it. they hated that fucking city, and so they made this level to, like, take out their frustration at being forced to live in fucking San Francisco. So there's a video online called City Escape is peak level, Sonic level design. And it strikes me because, once again, one of people's made-up complaints about Sonic Forces is that it's, quote, too linear. How is Sonic Forces linear in a bad way, but then this level is peak level design? How is this not linear? Please point to the part of the level where it isn't a fucking straight line from beginning to end with no variation. There's not even like a high road and a low road. It's just a straight line.
You're just escaping the city.
You have to escape from the city. Anyway. That's why, like, when your basis of criticism is this is bad because it's not like this other thing, my only response is, like, both of the things you just said are stupid.
You don't have an argument, you just said a word. You
It's
just said
linear.
the phrase, ludonarrative dissonance. You don't know what it means. You're just been saying that as a point. Flashbacks.
Like, you don't need an excuse for why Uncharted is a bad game. You don't need to make up words for that.
It's an Uncharted game. Got that going on.
This game, I think,
That's cool.
jam it.
No consensus stuff.
Yeah, I think this really was the start of, like, Sonic's devolution into a character action protagonist. This is when the games became character action games. Is there no way to get up in? Yeah, let's sit down next to the bottomless pit, next to the Chaos Cola billboard. I think in the Dreamcast demo disc, these billboards are actually different. Playing SA2 is habit. Don't turn off. Oh, hey, we got a little shit. Just hanging out. That's one of the things.
We'll do it now.
There's Big in the background. Woo!
Money low, back in the background.
I'm not. So you might think, how and what and the fuck? Oh, hey.
Try whistling here. There must be someone here.
Oh, it's a Skunky Boy. We got Sonic Team at sonicteam.com.
It's a gigantic garbage can, or Sonic is just really short.
Oh, it's both. Sonic is definitely really short. We got Nights into the Dream Resort, Nights the Hotel.
Few things get adapted into a hotel.
You can touch the future. 10th Item Box Expo. An expo for item boxes. Emerald not work. I think in the demo disc there was posters advertising like the Spring Festival, as in Bounce Pad Springs.
Bounce pad. Chaos Cola. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes!
Not a good slogan.
There's like too much to talk about.
You're too big red and fuck you.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
My loitering caused me to get a B rank.
They hadn't invented S rank yet.
Yeah. Imagine you take a test in Japan and you get an S. Phantasy
This
Star
game
Online.
of tag is boring. I'm out of here. finally decided to show
Take
up,
back
man.
our freedom, Planet of the Chow.
Bring it on!
Bigfoot reporting to headquarters.
Planet of the Chaos.
Planet of the Chaos.
Bigfoot. So I think
Tell me more about Bigfoot.
something that's really interesting and notable is again, you have to put this into context. The last Sonic game that came out was Sonic Adventure. Whoa. The game where, you know, it had Chaos in it, and Chaos was the final boss. But Eggman was still, like, the primary antagonist of that game. Right? So then you go from Sonic Adventure 1, which ended with Station Square getting flooded, and, like, Chaos was the final boss. And then how does this game start? It starts with Sonic arrested by, like, the police. And him escaping from custody. And now his first boss fight is against not a monster like Chaos, and not an Eggman robot. It's against, like, a battle mech of the military. Yeah, his first boss fight is against
Hey guys,
the
take
military police who are trying to arrest him for escaping.
For non-payment of rent.
What?
Act with your face, son.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you!
We don't look anything alike, Sonic. It's very dark.
Say something!
You're a dark blue and I'm black.
Literally, I would have made it be identical.
Control!
Look at what happens! That is not a teleport! If it's a teleport, how is this happening right now? You fucking answer me. How is Shadow running past Sonic, and Sonic is seeing him going past if it's a teleport? You fucking explain that to me. Ooh. He just said he's the world's ultimate lifeline. Like, look, this is how the Sonic game opens. With the SWAT team desert area surrounding Sonic and saying you're under arrest. It's so hard to put it into proper context what a, like, huge, outrageous change of the norm this game was.
Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful.
If this game was released today, people would say Sega needs to sell Sonic to Nintendo. Say this game is why Sega shouldn't be allowed to own Sonic IP. That's strike 3, no hyper potions.
Mario movie doesn't have Baby Park, that's strike 3.
Farewell, knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
I like how Knuckles has, like, graduated and, like, I can just break it apart. That's a good trick.
And look what you did to my emerald!
Jesus.
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me.
All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
I think an awkward part about the hero story in particular for this game is Knuckles doesn't have anything to fucking do with the plot of the game for, like, the first half of the story. The first, like, 4 Knuckles levels are him just running around collecting the Master Emerald pieces, and he has no fucking idea what's going on.
Listening to hippity raps.
Definitely. So, people complain about these levels in the game, and they're idiots, but I will say, the Sonic Adventure 1 version of the treasure hunting levels are head and shoulders over the fucking treasure hunting levels in this game, because we are next to a fucking emerald right now, and only one radar icon is blinking. In the first game, all 3 radars were active at the same time. In this, only the first one is active, and the other 2 don't come up until after you get the first emerald piece. And I think that is a objective downgrade, and I have no idea why they made that change. It is actively worse.
Give up the emerald!
So where do you think this takes place in relation to, like, Angel Island?
This is just like
In
miles outside of the city.
Because, like, the presumption is that Rouge went to Angel Island and stole the Master Emerald, and, like, he chased her down, and
I found him.
here is where the conflict took place.
Grabbed him by the booty.
How far away from Angel Island do you think she got?
Well, she can fly.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Not an S rank.
1.
1! So this is my favorite cutscene in the game.
Just prison.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the
But no, look at this dialogue. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic destroyed the military building or robbed the bank. Wait for me, okay,
Yeah,
Sonic?
a literal
I'm on
7-year-old
my
they
way.
hired to do this voice.
I heard about it on satellite
Look,
TV.
Amy, and Eggman too. What's Amy
Doing
doing
Here doesn't matter.
I have to help Amy because
She's in danger.
Tornado
bitch is
transformation.
dangerous.
So this is specifically the Tornado 3
What if you hit that button
and
by accident?
Prower's Projects.
LLC.
It implies so much to me. Prower's Projects. Do you think he gets like a grant?
You apply, and then once you get it,
He definitely applied.
he likes filling out the form.
So what I love about this is Tails heard somehow
On satellite TV.
that Sonic was arrested. And the accusation against him was, bitch done robbed a bank. And Tails went, that doesn't sound like Sonic. And he decided his first course of action was to fly to Prison Island, which he heard about on satellite TV. And he is proceeding to bust Sonic out of prison.
Similar to the movie.
The Foxy Prison Break. Prison Break CC Foxy.
Time to steal a cop car. It has to be a cop car. I can't stress that enough.
Perfect. Human transportation. Tails don't give a fuck. And our first Eggman boss fight, notable. The first Eggman boss fight in the game is Tails fighting against Eggman, and they're both in mechas. I think that's a notable to note.
You did it.
Because Tails' story in Sonic Adventure 1 ended with Tails fighting Eggman all by himself. And he had to psych himself up.
Again?
Hurry! I know Eggman. No.
Also, how the fuck did Amy get here? That is never explained. Amy beat Tails to Prison Island on her own. Tails flew here in a plane. Amy got here before he did on her own 2 feet.
She was watching satellite TV.
The greatest story never told is how the fuck Amy got to Prison Island. The final boss for Tails' story in Sonic Adventure is Eggman, and Tails had to psych himself up. I won't be afraid, I can do this. And it was a huge deal and a major moment for his character, and now come this game, the first instant of playing as Tails, the first moment we control Tails in the story, Tails looks down and sees, oh shit, Eggman's gonna fucking kill that 12-year-old girl. What did you think he was gonna do? What did you think Eggman was gonna do if Tails didn't show up to stop him? Answer me that. Answer me. What do you think he was gonna do? Flynn? Anyway.
A little bit of rain.
Just a little bit of the Flynn rain. the color is horrible.
Just like throw it in.
And Tails instantly is like, I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there and put a stop. He doesn't think, he doesn't have to psych himself up. I have to help Amy because she's invaded. He instantly jumps in. He's not concerned. He is now fully confident and capable of being able to handle Eggman on his own without Sonic's help. In fact, en route to rescue Sonic by busting his ass out of prison.
That's not a very reasonable reaction.
Yeah. I feel like this was not your first resort. This should not be your first resort. Clearly it was.
However,
I also think that's really important to know because the theme of, like, I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it's necessarily like military or police corruption. I don't know if you call it corruption. But like, there's definitely an air of like anti-authoritarianism, anti-authoritarianism in the story of this game, because so far, aside from just fighting Eggman right now, for reasons unbeknownst to him, like why the fuck is Eggman here? What's Amy doing?
what's Tails doing here?
What's Amy doing here? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Eggman doesn't even know that Sonic is imprisoned on this island right now. So we won't find that out until the dark story. But that is true. Eggman does not know that Sonic is imprisoned on Prison Island. That's such a comedy of fucking errors.
Oh god.
So, Sonic's first level is escaping from the city, escaping from police custody. Blowing up and fighting gun robots. These are not Eggman robots. These are not badniks who have animals trapped inside them like this unicorn. Who is trapped inside a cage. He is incarcerated, in fact.
Good thing you put warning though.
These are gun robots that have, like, chaos power cells inside them. These little glowy yellow and purple things. There are badniks in this game, and animals do pop out of them. The gun robots and the badniks very intentionally and distinctly have two different power sources. The badniks have the animals, and the gun robots have these power cells. So the first level you're playing as Sonic, and the first level you're playing as Tails, there are no badniks whatsoever. It's all guns robots. It's all the military police robots. The first levels that you're playing as the heroes, you are fighting like the world police and blowing up the military police robots in order to escape from custody. Isn't that a fucking trip? Isn't that, like, weird? It's the hero storyline. And the heroes are being presented in direct and righteous opposition to the authority, the law enforcement authority of the world. Themes.
I did it, Sonic!
I don't think you fight a badnik until, like, the 6th level of the game. Until you get to the pyramid level.
Oh, gave me grades to piss in.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down.
So I'm convinced...
Have no
You can
fear.
fit through those bars.
I am convinced Amy was at one point envisioned as a playable character in
How'd
this
you
game.
get here?
Turn
And
sideways. You can fit through those bars.
in
Well, if you
between
gotta know,
the ending of the last level and this cutscene, there is a gash where
It looks
an
like you
Amy
could
level
use it.
could have
The
gone.
reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
Where
If
is
I tell
it
ya,
now?
will you marry me?
No way!
I thought
Two
I had you
exclamations.
this time.
Both words capitalized. Like, she just has that card
Black
to
hedgehog
unlock the
came here with
cell.
Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that?
Been in here for 10
Wait
minutes.
for me, Sonic. He's such a brat sometimes.
You should have just closed the door.
There's so much to talk about. Every single frame is so dense. There's so much going on.
Every frame of pause.
So once again, the Sonic level is escaping from police captivity. The cell that Sonic is the same cell that Professor Gerald was held in before his execution. You don't find that out until the last story, though. And presumably Dr. Gerald, Professor Gerald, is the one who wrote down all the equations and formulae on the walls of the cell. And it's possible that the formula on the walls of the cell are like the final equations for Professor Gerald completing the Shadow Project, aka the Ultimate Life Form, aka Shadow the Hedgehog. Because like a lot of weird, confusing stuff with the timeline is going on with this game actually, but we find out, you know, later with Shadow's whole backstory, there is a gap of time in between the raid on the Ark and Professor Gerald's execution, during which time he was allowed to complete his work on Project Shadow, which also included programming Shadow to carry out his revenge.
9, 8, 7.
So the equations on the wall of the cell are possibly Gerald's, what do you call it, like his final solution, I guess, about like how he's gonna like program Shadow to bring down the Ark and destroy the planet to get revenge after he lost his fucking mind. I mean, you kind of have to be crazy to write shit on the walls, don't you? I mean, like, sane people don't do that, right?
Yeah, get some paper, my dude.
They
Pull
gave
a
him
V for
chalk.
Vendetta, write it
They
on
gave
that
him
toilet paper.
they gave him chalk to write the fucking
Yeah, like,
equations with.
what's with that?
Just made it.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sonic.
This is the best cutscene in the game. Coming up.
Chaos.
Phew. So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ah, you're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
I love that.
There's no time to play games. You won't even
Not
get
enough
the
syllables
chance.
of Japanese to fill the syllables of English. Sorry.
I love that, where like he just talks over him at the end. That's that makes that cutscene so much more interesting.
So you're not
But yeah, it's just like how they ruined the one
imposter.
thing that they made worse
Do you
in Star
know
Fox
who
Zero
I
was
am?
that ending cutscene where Fox interrupts General Pepper offering them a job. It's
Yeah.
like, no. We don't do that.
Like, we fixed it by having
Yeah.
the lines not
Oh, now
overlap.
that-
Like, no, that's
that
what
wasn't-
makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's realistic. People do talk over
Yeah,
each
what the
other.
fuck?
And you never see that depicted in fiction.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before
So to
the
me,
island
the
blows
thing
up
that
with you
makes
on
that
it.
cutscene so good
Blows
is
up?
that Sonic talks
Look at
over
that.
the ending of Shadow's sentence.
Yeah.
Oh no, did you see the widescreen fuck up there? There. Oh, he just stops, he just stops. So we've got 2 Sonic levels in a row, by the way. 2 Sonic levels with a Sonic boss fight in between them. Son of a bitch! You play as Sonic the most during the Hero Story. Who do you think you play as the most in the Dark Story? Man! It could not be possible. For several.
So sorry. That's correct.
And I mean, what an iconic moment, also. I'll make you eat those words! Also, I don't, like... Such a weird thing. I don't understand how it happens, of like, the pop cultural osmosis of, like, things becoming a meme that aren't accurate. You know? Like the, like, Beam Me Up, Scotty, one of those things. Shadow never calls Sonic a faker. Sonic is the one who calls Shadow a faker. And yet the fan depictions are like Shadow calling Sonic a faker, and it's so weird to me. He never calls him a faker.
The argument against it is just going,
Play
no,
the
it's
game.
not.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it doesn't. Like, no, he doesn't say that. Like, people will insist beyond all reason, like, no, this is the culture. It's like, the
Well,
only
it's
argument
not.
you can say is, no, it's not.
Rewatch the thing. It's
Play
not.
the game. The only time Shadow says faker
BRB.
is when he's reciting the thing that Sonic just said. I found you, faker. Faker. I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my faker. He doesn't call him a faker. Fuck you. I don't get it. I don't understand why that became a thing. Like, play the games is a meme that me and my friends do now. Like, play the games, jackass! But it's always been there. It's always been a thing of people just making shit up. Making shit up. And it's like, that's not from the game. I don't understand where it comes from. Isn't it funnier to, like, again, like, because there's so much silly shit from this game. Again, like, I'll make you eat those words. Sonic talking over Shadow's line is in the game, and it's so much fun. And to me, like, Tails' line, I saw it on satellite TV. Like, you're not talking to anyone. There's no one here. Tails just says, I saw it on satellite TV. That's so funny to me. And it's a thing that's actually in the game.
That was cool!
Oh my God. Couch exploded.
Okay, so... I want you to give me an estimate on this. What's the body count?
Definitely thousands.
How many people do you
Depends
think
on the
died
population.
on this military prison island?
Oh, kind of like Guam, where it's like an
a
island, but
mountainous
90% of it is the U.S. military.
And now we cut away from the main plot to see what the fuck Knuckles is doing.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's fucking around on Pumpkin Hill.
having some cold ones.
Having absolutely nothing to do with anything that's going on.
I have to hurry and
I was
find
gonna say,
Master Emerald.
we've made this comparison in the Sonic video before, but it's just like, what won't meatloaf do for love? He says it in the fucking
says
song.
what he won't do.
Like 4 things. Listen to the song. Like, why do you fuckers keep saying that?
Sooner
He
or
says
later,
it in
you'll
the
be
song.
screwing around. I won't do that.
Yeah, like, He says it in the fucking song you're talking about.
It's very weird. So I also think it's funny that Prison Island just blew up. Definitely people died. Absolutely 100% inarguable fact that Eggman planting bombs around the island has resulted in human beings passing away via violent, painful explosions. I cannot add enough adjectives to express the fact that they're fucking dead. And not only did Eggman kill everyone on that island via explosion of bombs, but Sonic heard, oh shit, the island's gonna blow up, and said, I gotta find Amy and Tails and get the fuck out of here. No fucks given for all of the gun soldiers and possibly even civilian personnel who were on the island. All those fuckers can die and I don't give a fuck.
The janitors.
He is not a fucking Silver Age hero who's like, I gotta save all the dudes on the island from the explosion. He said, I gotta get me and mine and get us the fuck out of here.
Bounce.
I gotta save my friends. All these fuckers who just arrested me can eat shit. All of them are culpable. None of you are free of sin in the eyes of Sonic.
It's close to
Women want me, fish fear me. I'm so excited for fucking big fishing mini game in Sonic Frontiers. I'm so excited for that.
Bella's fishing with Big the Cat.
I'm so excited. He looks real good in fucking Sonic Frontiers. And not in Sonic Prime. He looks really ugly in Sonic Prime, and I don't understand why. That side pumpkin? This pumpkin looks pretty sad to me.
I mean, I've never seen a
Sad-eyed
happy
pumpkin. I don't know what this is.
He's happy.
Okay, I also want to point out my two worlds. This game takes place in the human world, quote unquote. We're in a location called Pumpkin Hill. In the human world. I'm just saying, maybe you were full of shit the whole time. Maybe you misunderstood some things.
Maybe confidence is not the key to success. You have to actually be factually accurate.
One more left.
You thought, oh, Azuka said two worlds. The human world and the animal world. And Sonic Adventure 2 is a game that takes place in the human world. Pumpkin Hill. A location which is A, named Pumpkin Hill, and B, has ghosts in it, and natural
Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Fuck you! I can only be so articulate for so long where I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot. It's Halloween Town. This is Halloween. We have fucking Jack Skellington's vacation home in the human world of Sonic Adventure 2. Maybe you misunderstood something. That's all I'm saying.
I found him.
Maybe he meant something different from what you thought he meant. That's all I'm saying.
He doesn't speak English, so you never talk to him or anything.
That did
Yeah,
not
this
deserve
is
an A
perfect.
Maybe he speaks Japanese and you speak English, and neither of you speak each other's language. So anything you heard from him has to be taken with a grain of salt.
Sakai. Maybe you don't know what that means. Robotnik Empire.
My name is Dr. Eggman,
Here.
the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Walnut.
So was that built in, like, before Eggman got to it?
I mean, that's gonna cause problems in space.
Did Eggman install that? Or did they build the arc to look like Eggman's face.
Blender blades. Look, that guy was just moving. He's got a box of shit.
So, that's also definitely gonna result in several people's death.
And like,
You
what-
can't
what is
just
that, the
blow up
core-
half the moon.
like the core of the moon?
Oh no, the monster carrot. Goku put him on the moon so he could
I was
make
gonna
mochi.
say, why are there so many things where people are just destroying the moon willy-nilly?
Where are they?
What? Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
Now we gotta put half the
But
moon
how
back.
did he manage to harness all that energy?
Those list flaps did not make that sentence.
Yeah, that's the reason
Stop
they were looking
swishing,
for him.
Hey, I got one.
Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely warranted.
Find Eggman.
Got it!
The three of you.
That was me.
Why me? You broke onto a military installation.
More than once.
You got in there. Like, why are you surprised they want to arrest you? That is so warranted. You're definitely criminals. This is so... Okay, the Jets are a little... The Jets dropping bombs is a little much. Once again, we have not fought a single bad thing in this Sonic game. Sonic has not bopped a single bad thing yet.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? Like, in context, this is such a bizarre fucking Sonic game. So we got,
Tails is so fun.
Miles, Tails, Prower. A million of what? I don't know. I mean, the Sonic world doesn't have money, so I have no idea what that's a million of.
Cracker Barrel.
Just
coupons.
a million. So we got... date of birth, none. Hair, fox brown. Place of birth, none. Eyes blue, height small.
Build small.
Complexion, fox. Weight, light. Sex, male. Build small. Race, fox. Occupation, none. And nationality, none.
Nationality.
Update the wiki.
Sega told me that themselves.
Yeah, Sega told me. Sega said.
I was eating some...
My uncle who works at Nintendo,
Sega.
source, trust me. My sources trust me, bro. I don't trust you. That's the thing. Is when you say...
with Sega, and it told me.
I was on a moonlit date with Takeshi Iizuka. He told me firsthand. Eggman has killed dozens, if not hundreds of people. And if anyone, including Ian Flynn, says otherwise, he's full of shit. You can take that from me, Takeshi Iizuka, person.
Creator of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. I was in an email chain with Yuji Naka, and he told me that Sonic is actually a serial killer, and he will murder people and then bury their bodies in a small town in Idaho. The police are investigating, but currently he is not a person of interest. Source, trust me, bro. Would I lie to you about what Takeshi Iizuka and Yuji Naka both told me firsthand? Someone who barely speaks English and definitely doesn't speak Japanese.
We wouldn't fuck you again.
Sure. Let's just believe the man because comic book man said so. comic book man say Sega say a thing. None of this makes any sense out of context. Just take my word for it. Who is driving on these streets? Is a police state a state where everyone has to be a police? Like Israel?
Mandatory police.
Like, these jets are definitely flying too low. Like, that's not safe for anyone involved.
It's similar to the Soliana highway system.
Yeah, the road system in the world of Sonic is as terrifying as it does defy belief. Look at these roads! People drive on me!
What are you flying?
This little Phoenix be like,
Yeah, it looks like a stroke. You could just like stand, you know, fly the whole time.
throw a blanket over.
No, I'm thinking
What?
Oh shit.
What caused damage though?
Me. Okay, you really not help me.
I could have made that if the camera was out. Yeah, like, there's definitely some, like, a theme in this game of, like, again, I don't know if you'd call it police corruption or military corruption. It's definitely anti-authoritarianism of some kind. It's, like, G-Wen is just an antagonist of the heroes, of the hero side story. We are blowing up police cars and robots.
Flipping cop cars.
We have not fought a single bad guy yet. Really yet.
I mean, what are the police doing?
The Japanese Defense Force. Do you think there's anything wrong with these levels? I never get them. It's so weird to me when I remember, as I'm playing a Sonic game and just enjoying myself, you know, like a person does, I suddenly, like, remember, like, oh yeah, there's people who think this is bad. Like, what are they talking about?
They don't have data.
Yeah, that's a cute opinion. Did a YouTuber give it to you?
I always stop and be like, no wait, why do you believe that? You just expressed that opinion. Why do you believe that?
Please
Don't
elaborate.
repeat what someone else said.
I gotta do
Tell
better
me why
next
you
time.
believe that.
I got you big time, he said.
Believe in yourself, Miles. None of the stop signs make sense. And they're all American style. The Japanese ones look like yield
The
signs.
mountainous region, mine. And
Well, now we
once
know it's
again,
yours.
we're cutting back to Knuckles, who probably hasn't even noticed that the moon got blown up, because he so has nothing to do with anything.
You couldn't give two
Expect
shits.
the inside of the mines to be like this. This is gonna be tougher than I thought.
Probably the worst level in the entire game. No, yeah, this is the worst one. I'm trying to think about it. It's like, yeah, this is absolutely the worst level in the entire fucking game. And the reason I hate it personally, I mean, the prison vault level with Rouge is also not great, but it has, like, the aesthetic appeal going for it of, like, a jail heist, of, like a bank heist. But this is the worst level, and I think it's because you have to run back and forth to these switches to change the water level. So if you want to explore different areas that the emeralds could be, you have to run all the way back up here, hit a switch, then go back and see if that's the right level for the water to be at, for you to be able to explore the area you want to go to.
You gotta get the Mario 64 crystals. just touch.
And then you get 1 emerald, and then the next one might require another switch flip in order to change the water level to another height. And the only thing this level has going for it is a missable accessory. You cannot get this, and that will suck for you in the final story. Is a missable accessory of the air necklace, which lets you stay underwater permanently, so you don't have to worry about drowning. But it's still not. It's still not great. I love the idea of like, oh yeah, just like put this in your mouth and you can breathe forever.
The DuckTales chewing gum.
The absurdity of it amplified.
Fuck it, something, I don't know.
Gets more flavor the longer you chew it.
It's closer.
Shadow eats only black licorice jelly beans.
He doesn't like anything.
He just coffee beans, black licorice jelly beans, and just bites out of lemons.
Unpeeled.
Doesn't even grimace while he's eating.
Doesn't peel the lemon first.
All the pith, all the skin, all the dirt, the sticker, everything.
And puts it down. No! I refuse!
Doesn't even grimace.
There's that great piece of fan art of Shadow just throwing coffee beans in his mouth and crunch, and then just pours like a tea kettle of burning hot water into his mouth.
Makes coffee in his stomach.
I like to make it in my mouth. Red flowers for a skull couple. How the fuck?
It's
What
closer.
the fuck does that mean?
What are you talking about, Knuckles? Your head out of Rouge's ass.
Red flowers. That's gonna be difficult.
Way too much.
One more left. Red flowers. I mean, it's in the songs. If you listen to these songs, they're very sexually frustrated. There's a lot of sexual frustration that Knuckles has towards Rouge in these songs.
It's just canon.
Oh, and there's that great, wonderful, amazing. I'm gonna try and remember to play it once we get to it. What's it called? I don't know what they're called. Like the narration that plays when you like come back to a save file.
It's closer. Rats. I found them.
Rats. Do you have rats on the internet? It's like way up in the fucking sky.
Of Eggman saying, "Killing you will be my pleasure, Fox Boy." Like that's sexually charged.
Yeah, I feel good.
It's definitely not.
There's definitely a lot of sexual tension in this game. I will
just
say
saying.
that.
Knuckles just can't
It's a
stand
sexually
Rouge's
awakening
tits.
game for a lot of us. 9 o'clock in the capital city.
How did that get there?
There always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't
This game
need
is fucking hilarious.
Tails,
Sonic.
any news yet?
It's
For some reason,
this
I'm
game
not
came out
getting
like
a signal
the
from six
early
remaining
2000s.
emeralds. Maybe
like
Eggman
2001,
took the emeralds into
and
outer space.
it's just like fuck cops the video game. It's
And this
fucking outrageous.
This town is owned by Chaos Cola. Shit.
I think all the posters were different in the
Hey guys.
How?
Just chilling in the sewer.
Long time no see, long time no see, long time no see, long time no see.
Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was
Chili
tough.
dog.
No one knows what you're.
Where are
No one has any context for what you're doing,
where you
Knuckles.
going? Ever.
Side, Knuckles.
None of
I
it.
managed to find the transcript between Eggman and the
Oh, God.
president in the government computer. I'm following the president's limo right now.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
do that, Tails.
If we get into the limo,
definitely get
we can
shot.
trace the call to find Eggman.
I'm pretty sure that is a
Okay, let's meet up there.
Talking on an unencrypted line.
dangerous.
Hey, wait
Oh no!
What did you like? Flip a U-bang and back that in there, Tails?
Chase the president's limousine.
Never a good idea.
Hold on. Route 101, by the way.
Story select.
What would you call this?
My name is Miles Prowler, but everyone calls me Tails.
Introduction, like narration. Like, what would you call
What's
it?
Eggman doing in outer space? No worries. I gotta find
Last
out
time
exactly
on.
Eggman.
Last known
Quick.
photograph.
No worries, Amy. Remember, I'm a whiz when it comes to mechanical things.
Yeah, during the Dark storyline, for the final Eggman boss, Eggman has one where he's like, "Killing you will be my pledge, Fox Boy," and it's every time I see that now, or every time I see something else on furaffinity.com, I'm like, Eggman.
Oh, Eggman.
We're gonna split the screen here.
What was that?
Before I do.
Options.
The computer would do this on a piece of shit, and it dies after about an hour of streaming.